I've got a bit of a relief when we go into these remote areas with 4 people and a limited water supply. I'm just pulling my hair out. Why is life so difficult on the road?
It says no caravans.
We haven't even left the border, and Katherine, where we're going for parts, has just gone into a snap lockdown.
And in 2 hours, the place that you want to go into is getting locked down. It just flips your whole world. Oh, can we have super duper for a celebration, Dad?
Well, we did it. WA done.
Not sure if I want to leave though.
Yes.
So lovely.
And another high five.
Yes, where's your brother?
I don't know.
Here he comes.
We've left him.
He's gone. He's ready to go to the Northern Territory. He is off.
He's a bit scared.
Super windy today, but I don't know, mixed emotions about leaving the WA and getting into the Northern Territory, one step closer to home, which, you know, I don't know if I want to go home. But our adventure continues. Yeah. Next part of the adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so windy.
Northern part of Northern Territory. Place we have never been up there. So there's lots we're not going to see. We've got repairs to do.
Yeah.
But it also leaves places to see on the next trip. So
how exciting.
I don't know if I want to cross the border.
No, I don't know either, because it spent so long trying to get ready for this trip, and no, it's good.
Let's go. Let's go across the border.
Cross the border. Oh. What do we do?
Well, we haven't even left the border, and Katherine, where we're going for parts, has just gone into a snap lockdown. So we're not going there.
Well,
we're sort of in the border crossing. So I don't know.
We're in between WA.
Can I back up into WA?
And
oh well.
I don't know. It's a mystery case.
Yeah. So,
it's happened like literally 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh well, that's part of day-to-day life on the road.
With COVID.
With COVID, you can be locked down anywhere.
The worst thing is we've got a booking for 4 nights.
Oh, we'll cancel that.
In like in Shady Lane Tourist Park.
In Katherine.
In Katherine.
So we won't be going there. Oh, we might go into the Gregory National Park, even though we didn't want to do it because the car is leaking, the trailer's leaking.
Stupid Corona.
So we got a lot of decisions to make.
Wow.
So.
Just wow how it can just change in a blink. We were just like, woo, Northern Territory, and then I literally got a notification on my phone, and it's just then the stress levels, my heart is just
oh well.
Don't want to be
in lockdown, that's for sure. But we'll figure it out. Let's go.
Let the nightmare begin.
What a change of events it's been this week. Like, I don't know, breaking down at Wolf Creek, I thought that would be the worst of our problems.
I'm at this point where I can't breathe properly, and I'm sure a lot of people would get a little bit like that when you get these instantaneous things with COVID. And when you're at home, I don't know, it wasn't a big deal last year when you're hearing different places locked down. When you're on the road and in 2 hours, the place that you want to go into is getting locked down, it just flips your whole world.
The worst part is they're turning people away. Apparently, from what we heard from the holiday park, the police are turning people away, and if they're in town, they're telling them, saying going back in, you go. Yeah. So we had enough supplies we made sure we had plenty enough for 1 night on bush camping. We're going to have to probably stretch that to 4 nights. Right, I think we'll have plenty of food.
We've got plenty of food. Food's not an issue.
Water, we'll have to get a bit more water, and right now my concern is there's only one place between here and there that's got fuel. So we're going to make sure we've got enough fuel. If we cannot get into Katherine, we've got a 600 kilometre detour around Katherine if we can't get in. If it's closed for a week or 2.
Yeah.
So Look, if that's the case, I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know either. And some of the roads that we were looking at in Gregory National Park are just, some of them are actually closed. And some of them take 2 days to do 100 kilometres from what we were reading. I don't know if Adam will put a photo up of to show the road access or something. But it's just insane, you know, you just...
Yeah, it's 2 days for 220 kilometre track.
So anyone else that's out here travelling that's affected by these like snap lockdowns, you have my sympathy, like you always have, but my gosh, it's just...
Yeah, we'll just have to see. So, I don't know how this week's going to turn on the video.
Yeah. But we just stopped at Gregory's tree, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
worth a look.
There's a lot of history there.
3.5 kilometres of a really rough road.
Not rough. No, it's all right. But we got our tyres on highway pressure because it's only 3 kilometres. So yeah, we're going to duck down into Timber Creek, get enough fuel. I can't put too much fuel in because the auxiliary tank is leaking, so that sucks. Oh man, what a trip. Like everything's just thrown in the works all the time.
Yeah.
So
we're never going to forget this one.
But you just got to battle through it and just, you look back and think of it with fond memory. Alright, let's get back to the highway.
Alright. Okay, so our plans have completely flipped, but couldn't be happier with our setup because it says no caravans. So when I see a sign like that, I kind of go, oh my gosh, you know, I would love the comfort of the caravan. Like, to be honest, who wouldn't when you're traveling, living with kids on the road? But holy moly, with what's going on around us, if we had a caravan right now, we wouldn't be able to get through. So lucky enough, we can actually go into this track. We've got no idea what to expect. We were trying to avoid this area because we need repairs done on the car. So yeah, but might actually be quieter than what we thought if there's no caravans allowed down here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
We'll just see how rough it is. If it's really rough, I don't know, maybe it's a bad idea.
Well,
we'll have an adventure, that's for sure.
Yeah. Please hold together, patrol. We're just for another couple of days or a week or however long it takes for us to get our parts to fix it.
Well, the road don't seem too bad, so I'll just
famous last words.
do another K or two, then I'll lay it down. Just have a look.
You think we'd know better by now not to say the road looks pretty good, because after we say it, within a couple of kilometres it turns crap.
Yeah. Gregory National Park, first impressions. I don't really know. We got in here pretty late, it's hot, there's a few flies about, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll go down the river later on, check that all out. But yeah, I don't really have an impression yet. It just seems like that scrubby sort of bushland. I'm not an expert on, you know, geography or nature and all that. Plenty of baobab trees. There's plenty of history in the park too, which would be probably good to check out. And some good four-wheel drive tracks apparently. It's a shame the patrol's not up for it though. That fuel tank issue. So I don't know, we'll check it all out tomorrow. Or a few things out. But we might be here 3 or 4 nights depending on the lockdown and what happens. Because basically from what we're hearing is they're not even letting travellers in there. So for us, we've either got to go back into Western Australia or there's 300 or 400 kilometres of rough dirt roads to bypass it. So look, fingers crossed it all pans out and nothing bad happens out of it. Morning everyone.
Oh, Dad?
Yeah, oh no, the fly net's come off.
Oh,
I'll fix that up in a second.
Oh no.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, that's sorted. So, just an update. Yesterday we did absolutely nothing. We just vegged out.
Talk about yourself.
Well, Larissa did plenty. We heard from the rangers that there's been no new cases, so but the lockdown still continues. So like I said earlier, we can't get into Katherine, we can't get back into WA, so possibly we are in a lockdown as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least we got a good site. nice and big. We've got plenty of morning sun.
Plenty of
solar.
shade.
Afternoon shade to keep us cool. Beautiful
Flies
day
are bad,
yesterday.
but there's no mozzies, which is great.
Yeah, the only
I
thing
can put up
would
with
be
flies.
the flies. So we've got fly nets, and I just want to show you, we've got one of these big fly nets we bought for a Simpson Desert trip. And you can just hang it up anywhere, under a tree, under the awning, and it's great to let the kids sit under there and not be bothered by the flies. And you can eat under there too. So today we're just going to do some washing. Larissa's into that.
Yeah.
We're going to go check out the old homestead.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 4-drive tracks around here, but I'm a bit hesitant to do them until we've got the car sorted out, until that power steering system's sorted. That's the main thing with the car. The fuel tank slowly leaking. It's mainly when it's pressurised with the heat. It's not too much of a concern. We've got plenty of fuel. And the trailer will just leave here, so that's okay. Yeah, so we'll do that out, check all that out. And later on I'll show you a little thing that I've got, and it's perfect for a situation like this where we're stuck somewhere. We can get water, but it's not drinking grade, so I'll show you that little tip later on. Alright, we're gonna have some breakfast and then get the day started. It's pretty amazing, a place like this. There's like over 100 years of history here. Old houses, old homestead, old blitzes over there in the tip and stuff. You think how remote it is. You know, we're nearly 100 kilometers from the nearest town, and then you look around and you find this old telecom pit. And you think, well, the world's not that big anyway. Oh, amazing. Morning everyone.
Morning!
So after 3 nights in almost a lockdown ourselves.
Yeah, we locked ourselves down away.
Because we can't get into Katherine and
yep.
WA border shut to anyone from Northern Territory.
Yep.
We have made a phone call on the sat phone, and Katherine's not out of lockdown yet, but it's looking promising.
About midday today.
So we still have 300 k's on the highway plus 60 k's on the gravel road.
Yep.
So look, we're gonna jump the gun, and hopefully by the time we get there it's open and we can get the parts for the car and camper, because that's what we're waiting for.
This time I'm gonna use some language.
So just an update, we are on the phone to Australia Post because the power steering pump was only sent 3 days ago, and it's not expected to arrive there to Katherine in another 6 days. But the shock was sent well over 2 weeks ago. They sent it early, and it's going to be sent back to Brisbane tomorrow if we're not there. So I'm just pulling my hair out. Why is life so difficult on the road? So look, we got to try and get to Katherine today or tomorrow morning, get to the post office, send that home. Then we got to sit around and wait for the power steering pump. The caravan parks in there are $65 a night. I don't know, maybe we'll just chill out there and have a swim and have a relax, and it's just frustrating. And we got to spend 15 minutes on hold with bloody Australia Post just to ask them to see if they can hold it for a little bit longer. Oh, we don't even know if we can get into Katherine yet. So, the big wait. Yeah, so we're just at the old Victoria River crossing. Yeah. It's 4-drive only now.
It's only a quick drive from the Victoria Highway.
Yeah, not really that much to see. They said there was road relics, but I think it means there's an old road, which is a relic.
Yeah, we can't see anything.
Because it's always cool looking at the old cars and stuff like that, but I don't think there's any of that here.
Even how the old road was made, like all the rocks and just compacted rocks on top of each other.
Yeah, so look, we just got news not long after we left Timber Creek.
Yeah.
Katherine is in another 24-hour lockdown. So it means there's no point getting there today. We've called the post office. It was a 30-minute phone call to them to keep that part in Katherine. Fingers crossed we can get in there tomorrow afternoon and pick that up. We also need new brakes on the trailer, especially on the left-hand side, because we had to gut the whole lot at Wolf Creek. All right, that was probably last week's episode. They jammed on, so that's all pulled apart. Got to give the 30-year-old patrol credit. She fires up every morning, no problems at all. Like, she just keeps on trucking along. So.
And positives in the area we've been stuck in. Belita Homestead campground was beautiful. Homestead was interesting. We're on the eastern side now of the national park, and so far the views of the cliffs and ridges around, it's just spectacular.
Yeah, it's not the big ticket items that you want to see on a big lap of Australia. We got Litchfield and Kakadu we want to get into.
Yeah.
And even around Katherine, there's some beautiful hot springs and stuff. Katherine Gorge, we want to check all those places out. So fingers crossed, we can get all that car sorted out and get into those spots. All right, we're gonna have a bite to eat and then find a free camp tonight. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys the other day, I ran out of time, was our Lifestraw Filter. We bought this as a backup in case we're in somewhere like a national park where we cannot get drinking water. But they do have clean water, you know. They've got like, I don't know if it's creek water or bore water. A lot of times it is crystal clear, but they say treat before consumption. Now, if you were to boil up 7 litres of water so you can drink that, it's a lot of gas. So my next concern was, what if we run out of gas? We can't have fires because we're in the dry season. So I hunted around and we got the Lifestraw Filter, and I'll set this up and show you guys the beauty of it. All right, here it is all set up. Pretty simple. We've got some dirty water in here that needs filtering. Oh, it's pretty clean, you know, but we just want to filter it to make it drinkable. So just got a little valve on the bottom there. You prime it up to get all the air out, and then you've got your outlet hose, and we just put that straight into the tank, and that's it. Just let it sit for half an hour and it'll drain it all through. And then the bag's about 7 litres capacity, so do that a few times and we've got an extra 20 litres of drinking water.
I have 5 rolls.
Yeah, so that's it. It's simple, it's reliable. You don't need anything extra when you're on the road, so that's why I've got a bit of a relief when we go into these remote areas with 4 people and a limited water supply. We know we can always get some drinking water if we can get water somewhere. And you look at a lot of the national parks, there'll be a tank there, and it'll be non-drinking water, treat before use. So yeah, that's one thing that we use. So a little tip for you guys, all you campers out there and caravanners, always have a backup for your water. Not just you can buy these caravan filters, but a Lifestraw, I'm not endorsed by them. I bought this full price. It's just a peace of mind, it is. Okay, we're about 170 k's west of Katherine and 20 k's east of
Victoria River Roadhouse.
Oh. National Park here, it's right beside the highway. Not a glamorous spot, but
good.
It might be alright just for an overnighter. Hopefully tomorrow we can get into Katherine, get all those parts, but at least here it's a straight run down the highway. There's no toing and throwing with dirt roads and stuff.
Fingers crossed we can make it into
Surprised that there's no one else here.
Yeah.
But having said that, being 20 k's away from hot showers and toilets and flushing, maybe that's some people prefer, but you know, it's all good.
Yeah, so we'd rather just camp here. It's $10 a night for a family. We've got everything we need, so I don't know why you want hot showers up here. It's 35 degrees today in the middle of winter.
I think it's going to be 32 degrees until 6:30 at night. So
yeah, so we're just going to follow the shader. And look, probably the moral of this week's going to be is always be prepared. It's just lucky Larissa didn't listen to me too much. I said we only need enough for one night on the highway before we get to Katherine. It has now been what, 3, 4, possibly 5 nights. That was supposed to take 2 days. One night it was. So look, luckily Larissa's bought plenty of food. Yeah, be prepared. We're stocked up with water now. If it's another 2 or 3 days before we get to Katherine,
we'll have to go back and get some milk and bread. I mean, like, I've got just enough to stretch.
Staples. We might be eating Weet-Bix with water. Nutri-Grain with water. Yeah, so look, always be prepared. Anything can happen. So a breakdown could happen. Or you could be, there could be a flood or a fire, and you could be trapped there somewhere for a couple of days.
Like that bus.
So that's a good lesson for us that we've learnt. Yeah, always carry enough supplies. Thanks for watching this week's video, guys. Don't know how it's going to turn out.
And we never know how it's going to look until...
Yeah, so it started off a breakdown at Wolf Creek. It's ended up in a lockdown in Northern Territory. So
which I'm sure you guys are all keeping...
We've had a bit of airing. We had a nice break, though, in between.
Yeah.
So, look, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Stay tuned for next week. Hopefully we can get this gear sorted out. And then we start heading towards Litchfield and Kakadu.
That would be our ultimate goal.
Tick that off our bucket list.
If we can't get to Litchfield and Kakadu because of lockdowns and stuff, it's going to probably break my heart. But
yeah, we'll have to find something else to do then.
Yeah.
So, all right, keep watching, guys. Stay tuned next week. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Leave us a comment. We'll get back to you. Anything you want to know.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Take it easy.
Bye.
I can subscribe down below.